So the other day I was on a call with one of our clients and we talked about webinars and workshops. And from my client's response, it became clear that they actually had no idea what the difference is between the two. So in this video, we're going to talk about virtual workshops versus live webinars. What's the difference between the two and which one to use when? Now, in all fairness, it is confusing because you use Zoom webinar to deliver both workshops and live webinars. And so everything turns into a webinar. But for me, a virtual workshop is essentially a 2-hour sessions where participants master a certain skill or a certain process that they then can execute on their own. And so there's really an intention of you're going to learn a skill that we can use going forward. That's why virtual workshops are easy to turn into a paid $37 or $47 affair. And that's something that we've done quite recently. For instance, our content in a day workshop, we got over 100 people to commit for $47 a pop. The beautiful thing about virtual workshop is that you're forced to deliver transferable skill, and then it's easy to turn this into a course. So whenever you want to build a course, I say sell it before you build it, aka enroll people into a paid workshop, gauge the interest, promote this. You're forced to deliver the workshop within probably 2 weeks of announcing it, and that is essentially how you get your course done in minimal amount of time. You know that the course has lags because people paid you for it. You were forced to deliver it on a certain timeline, and it's very easy to then turn it into a course. Now, when it comes to webinars, the way I see it, is usually a 60 to 90 minute affair where you essentially educate and motivate people to take a certain action. So it's not necessarily about them mastering a skill, but them actually revitalizing their mind, that they have to go in a different way about what they want to do. For instance, if we're doing a webinar about practice marketing, my goal is not necessarily to teach you in that webinar how to do it yourself, but just give you the appreciation of what needs to happen in order for your practice to thrive, right? And so it's really more about creating awareness, to revitalizing people's mind, for people to understand that the way they've been going about this before may not have been as effective, and that there's a better way to accomplish the same in a more efficient manner. And so the end of a webinar typically is an invitation to a strategy session, because what you pitch on a webinar, people need customized, personalized solutions. So a strategy session is usually the next step. If it is general enough, maybe you're pitching a course, and in that case, the end of the webinar would push people to a sales page for your online course. Then they can go to the sales page, they can enter their credit card and then buy the course and consume the course. So this is usually what webinars are used for. Usually when the price point of what they're buying is below $997, the webinar can serve as a sales function and get them enough information that they move forward and purchase from you. If the price point of what you offer on the webinar is above $997, then typically you need a strategy session, more of a one-on-one, to really ensure that you can enroll them that way. And again, this is where this term high ticket offer comes into place, that where people say there's an offer that costs more than $2,000. And so there's then different mechanics of how do you actually educate people enough that they're ready to purchase something that is several thousands of dollars. So in your case, as an integrative or functional medicine practitioner, this may mean that what you offer on the webinar is your online program. If it is less than, let's say, $2,000 or $997, you can probably enroll people from the webinar straight into the program. But if it is much more, then you may have to first get them into a discovery call so that they can ask you enough questions to see if this is right for them, and then feel comfortable enough to move forward with you. Now, if you want to see examples of what a workshop looks like, you can go to bigboost.marketing/workshop. You can see our sales page that we used for the workshop, and now you can just go through the same sales page and purchase a course. So you can see how a workshop got turned into an online course. And this particular workshop was about how to create a month's worth of content in a single day, and how your virtual assistant can help you with your social media logistics. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on the topic, whether you're running regularly webinars in your practice, what formula you follow, if you're running workshops, anything else that you have questions about that may stop you from actually running any of these, because ultimately both webinars and workshops are powerful tools to get your message out to a bigger audience, to enroll people into care, into your practice. And that's obviously what needs to happen in order to move your practice out of first gear into thrive mode. And if you're interested in how to run your own virtual workshop, how to validate the idea, how to promote it, how to fill it, how to execute it, and then how to turn it into an online course, we'll have some upcoming training later this year. Again, it will be a virtual workshop on how to launch a virtual workshop. And if that's of interest to you, let me know in the comments below so we can gauge people's interest. If you have any other questions about the topic, let me know as well, and we'll assist you with whatever you need. See you in the next video.